Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by. Coffee's hot, frequency's alive. 145.430. You're listening to the morning hum. This is the Coffee Break Net. Steam rising but the sunrise glow. Signals bouncing nice and low. Foothill light and silicon sky. Morning check-ins rolling by. Call sign ready, mic in hand. Voices drifting through the band. RF dancing in the air. Someone's mobile somewhere out there. Heat up, drop your sign. One at a time. You're sounding fine. Sip so don't rush the day. Net control will lead the way. Coffee on the console. Radio's awake. Morning on the machine. Give and take. Voices in the speaker, smooth and clean. So like riding on the beam. Checking out, don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. From the hills to the bay. W6EK Echo Kilo starts the day. Check in. AllStarLink been feeling strong. Echolink brings friends along. Mobile bass or handheld tight. Everyone's sounding right. Morning traffic rolling through. Signal reports 5x2. Laughing in between the keys. Coffee cup and beeper R's. Mic drop, carry a tone. You're never really alone. One more round, take your place. Good vibes on the interface. Coffee on the console. Radio's awake. Morning on the machine. Give and take. Voices and the speaker, smooth and clean. Sunlight riding on the beam. Check it out. Don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. Morning voices, RF stream. Coffee break, live on the machine. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Coffee's hot. Frequency's alive. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Good morning. Voices. Stand by. Stand by. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by.
Good morning. This is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. I am Tom, November 6 Hotel. I'm your net host here for Friday, April 24th. And this is the Coffee Break Net. We do this every morning from 7:30 to 10 a.m.-ish, almost every morning. Tomorrow will be an exception because we have the Canyon Endurance Run, and that will take precedence here. So that we'll have no coffee break tomorrow morning, So this is the last one for this week. It will continue again on Sunday. The Coffee Break Net is sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club, which is located in Auburn, California. And we have the All-Star Node 51018, Echolink, and Wires X for the ways to get into this net here. So again, we generally start out here with some quick in and outs. Quick in and outs are 2 minutes or less, just come to say hi and get your day going there. So we'll do a couple rounds of that, and then I'll get into Ragju. I want to mention that we will have a hard cutoff at 10 o'clock, hard cutoff at 10 a.m. Pacific time this morning, because the repeater system will automatically go into monitor only mode for all. And that's when the race net controls and stuff will take over the repeater. So it will be kind of a slightly shorter net. In fact, I guess we'll be adhering to the actual time that we normally end. We're supposed to end the net at 10 o'clock. So just heads up for that. So probably before that, I will then be doing log only before 10 o'clock today. All right, this is Tom, NN6H. So who's out there for quick in and outs?
P6DLK for the log. Good morning, Tom.
KN6 USA. 6 Lima Uniform Victor.
Kilo Charlie 1, Uniform Golf Kilo, KC1 at Chelmsford, Mass.
KJ5 Golf 60 November.
Rick in North Highlands.
November 6, Charlie Kilo Victor.
QP.
Kilo Mike 7, Echo Union, Quebec. Kilo Mike 7, Echo Union, Quebec. Ron in South Reno, Aya. Thanks, Tom.
Kilo November 6, Yankee Charlie Golf. Patrick.
November 6, Romeo Juliet Charlie 4. W6AO Whiskey 6 Alpha Oscar.
K4LGI. All right, well, let me go ahead and stop here. There's quite a few. I think this is probably the most I had for first round check-ins. So I got Sam K4LGI. I got W6 Alpha Oscar. Then there was a station there. I think it was KM6RJC. You were very weak in the audio. Speak up a little bit louder and come back with a call.
November 6, Romeo Juliet Charlie, over.
Much better. November 6, Romeo Juliet Charlie. Okay. Then I have KM6YCG, KM6EUQ, N6CKV, KD6CDQ. Then there was KJ5GWN. Then I have a KC1 station, Kilo Charlie 1. Come back with the full call, please.
Kilo Charlie 1, Uniform Golf Kilo, UGK.
Okay, KC1UGK. Okay, yeah, it sounds super on. Never mind. Okay, sorry about that. Then I have KN6 USH, and then I got at the top of the list for this Aloha Friday, which is K6DLK. All right. I think there might have been some other people in there, but I think I have a large enough list here that I will take another round of in and outs here in a minute. So if I missed you, I will give you a chance to call. I'll call a little bit later here. Up to the top, Aloha Friday there, Dan, K6DLK. And no, you can't have a log only.
Happy Aloha Friday, Tom. I got excited when you said you were taking for the logs early today. I thought we'd give the timer a break. I was just laughing. I always enjoy doing this when I have the time. The national days today are for tolerance and respect between people. Tolerance and respect between people. That's a novel idea. I guess it's a thing in Argentina I was reading about. But then right across from that, it's National Scream Day. I guess that's for those who can't get to tolerance and respect between people. I thought that was pretty funny. How are you today, Tom?
I'm doing good. Doing good here. Yeah, I just brought the national days myself, and it's also National Neck Care Day, so I guess that's for people that are in pain in the neck, right? National Bucket List Day, National Pigs in a Blanket Day, National Arbor Day, National Historic Marker Day, National Hairball Awareness Day. Are you aware of hairballs?
I am not. I'm not a cat person. I hope that didn't generate hate out there, but I am a dog person. So for that reason, and others, for hairballs and others, I will just say no.
That is a good way to do it. Just say no. Yeah, I'm a dog person too. I like cats, and I think probably Greg KL6TH will take exception to that for Millie. But sorry, Millie. But yeah, it is National Hairball Awareness Day, and I'm sure Millie, Greg realize it all the time. Very good. Anything else you have for the net this morning? And this is a long time no here since you've checked into my net.
Yes, it's great to hear your voice. I do listen in from time to time while I'm running around here, and I tried to get in, but I'm so glad to see that the Coffee Break Net is so busy with all great hams getting in and sharing their stories, and many new hams that I'm enjoying hearing about too. So know that your stories are being heard, what you share in the morning, and keeping the crew together. The ham ohana is going strong here. And just to clarify, I don't have anything against cats. I love cats. It's just we have this challenging situation where my wife adopted our cat Nutjob, which is a feral cat, and hisses at me every time I get close to him or pass him or even want to exit out my front door. But he has taken us as his because he gets fed very well by my supreme leader here. So that's the tense situation that makes me wonder about cats every single time I see him. On that note, NN6H, always a pleasure. I'll be listening in and enjoying what everyone chooses to share today. K6DLK sing 73 and aloha.
Okay, pretty good there, Dan. Good to hear your chirping voice there, chirpa voice. And yeah, if I had named a cat Nutjob, I think I wouldn't be confused if it was upset with me for that. Yeah, that's a bad Nutjob. I had a friend when I was growing up, and they had this stray dog come through, and they weren't going to keep the dog, so they ended up naming it Dog, and of course, they never got rid of the dog, so that's the name that with the dog was Dog. So you have to be careful how you name things. All right, 7-3 there. You take care. So clearing with Dan, K6DLK, and aloha Friday to you, Dan. Next, KM6 USH. Good morning, Mike. What do you have for the net this morning?
Good morning, Tom. Everybody. This is Mike, KM6 USH. Yeah, I like cats. Cats are independent creatures, so I like that. Independence is good. That's kind of the way I look at it. Yeah, I tore my shack apart yesterday, put it back together. I'm not happy, so I'm going to make an adjustment today. So it's a never-ending story, right?
Yeah, you have to be careful when you tear your shaft apart, then one thing leads to another. By the way, your audio is very low there. I had to turn the volume up just to hear you.
Well, I'm sorry about that. Probably the radio isn't adjusted correctly yet. It was hooked up to a different microphone before. But anyway, I'll just keep it short. Say good morning. You got a long list. Get on with the day. Got some yard work to take care of. So turn that audio back down so the next one doesn't blast you. I'll say 7-3, KN6USA.
Okay, very good there, Mike. Yeah, you take care and have fun. Have fun rearranging the shack here. And like I say, one thing leads to another. I guess it's I guess it's probably around springtime, so it's spring cleaning. I guess that would be a good excuse for that. Okay, 7-3 to you. So clearing with Mike, KN6USH. Next I have Ed, KC1UGK. Good morning, Ed. I don't think we've talked before, but good morning to you from California.
Good morning, KC1UGK. Thanks for calling me in. I've tried to get in, just haven't got in. I'm just out for a walk this morning. I had a new knee put in almost 2 weeks ago, so it's my first walk. Did about a half a mile, and don't want to go too far because I got to get backwards still. So just a quick walk, just a quick check-in, enjoying the sun. Have a good day, and again, thanks for running the net. Much appreciated. KC1UGK, back to net control.
Okay, very good, Ed. Well, congratulations. I guess there with the new knee, and I'm sound like that's you're doing a walk there, so it sounds like things are progressing well. Yeah, it's amazing when you get something like that, and you're not able to move around and stuff like you normally do. It's the freedom that happens when that thing starts to heal and you're able to move it is great. I know how that feels. So yeah, don't overdo it there. Enjoy your walk and yeah, don't go too far. And thanks for checking in. Good to talk to you. So clearing with KC1UGK. Next up, Will, KJ5GWN. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom. Yep, it's Will, KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. Not doing too much here. Supposed to storm this weekend here in Oklahoma City, so we got a 30% chance of seeing some precip today and tomorrow, and slight chance on Sunday. Hopefully we get some rain, keep down all the wildfires. We don't need more of those. Of course, you're in Northern California, you can relate to the wildfire thing. Don't wish that on anybody. So anyway, not doing too much here. Just thought I'd get in and say hi and get on with my day. So y'all have a good one out there. And to all the racers racing in the Canyon Endurance Run tomorrow, good luck. I hope you have a safe day. And we'll catch you later, Tom. This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November.
Okay, very good there, Will. Yeah, KJ5GWN NN68 for the Coffee Break Net. Yeah, the Canyons race actually starts right after the net this morning. It starts 10 a.m. I think probably 11 o'clock is, I think, was when Greg's going to be net control. So that's probably when the actual racing is going to start. So it's going to be today and tomorrow, and then it ends at 2 a.m. on Sunday. So that's how come we're doing a Coffee Break Net on Sunday, because the race will be over by then. Very good. Well, you take care there. Yeah, those fires, I saw those on the news last night, and yeah, it definitely reminded me of Northern California here, or Southern California too, when we've had all the fires race through here. It's sad to see, and heart goes out to all those people that lost property and lives there in that fire. So, yeah, it's not good. Strange weather conditions all across the United States here in the world. Anyway, take care there, Will, and thanks for checking in, and be safe back there yourself. Clearing with KJ5GWN. Next, Rick, KD6CDQ. Good morning. How are things in North Highlands?
Good morning, Tom and Annette. This is W6EK Rick in beautiful town, suburban North Highlands. Things are pretty good today. Speaking of cats, yeah, I'm a cat guy myself. I've got a 10-year-old feline, and she definitely runs the house. It's like, hey, slave, where's my food? Hey, slave, do this, do that. I never knew a cat could be that much in control, but she kind of rules the roost, and I let her. What the heck? She's 10 years old. She'll be around for maybe another 3 or 4 years, I hope. But other than that, this is W6EK and 73s.
Yeah, you have to be careful. You can be around more than that. My friend has a cat, and it's been around for 20 years, at least 20 years, and it's still going strong. You think it's on its last leg, and it has one of its 9 lives comes back. So you have to be careful. Yeah, and it has that same attitude there, like I'm the queen here, and it gets upset if you're not paying attention to her. So yep. Know about that. All right, well, you take care there, and you take care of your cat there, and watch out for those hairballs. Clearing with W6EK. Next, Carl, N6CKV. Well, it's good to hear from you, Carl, and how are things going in your radiation isolation? Hopefully things are going well.
Good morning, Tom and everyone else. Well, I'm just isolated, watching TV, reading a book, and not much else. Hope everyone is doing well. I just have to wait it out until the 4th of May, thereabouts.
Okay, well, at least that means you'll be out for Cinco de Mayo, right? The 5th of May, and then be able to party.
Yeah, I get my freedom on Cinco de Mayo. That's a great celebration.
Well, I think the whole world will celebrate your release there from isolation. Well, I know it's kind of an unnecessary evil that you have to go through there, but hopefully the results are good, and that this is the last time you have to do that. So anyway, it's not like you're surviving there, and hopefully all things go well, and you get your freedom soon.
Thank you for that, Tom. Anyway, I'm going to say 73. Everyone have a good Friday. This is N6CKV, and enjoy the day. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry that you can't go out and enjoy the day. Yeah, it's been beautiful yesterday, and today's going to be nice too, but I know you can only do that from afar because you're not able to go outside, so, but hopefully that'll, this too shall pass. All right, you take care there, Carl, and I'm glad you're able to at least check in and listen to our Coffee Break Net. And I know that you checked in before too, so good. All right, clearing with N6CKV. Next I have KM6EUQ, another call sign I don't think we've talked before. Ron, good morning and welcome to the Coffee Break Net.
Good morning to all on the net. This is KM7EUQ, Ron in South Reno. We're just hoping for a wonderful day here in Reno and no more earthquakes. This is KM7EUQ. Back to the net.
Okay, very good there, Ron. And I was curious, do you check into are you a member of the SNARS, Sierra Nevada Amateur Radio Society there, club, and do you check into any of their nets?
KM7EUQ, that is correct. I am a member of STARS, and I try to, as much as I can, check into their 12 o'clock net. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, that's the analog net there. Yeah, I'm friends with Gerry, K6ST, your president there, and And I do the DMR net. I do a DMR net once a month on the first Tuesday of every month at 8 p.m. on their DMR network there. So very good. We're very familiar with the club. So you take care there, Ron, and thanks for checking in. And you enjoy the time there in South Reno, KM7EUQ and N6H.
Thank you. Same to you, Tom. KM7EUQ.
Okay, next up, I go to Patrick, KN6YCG. Good morning, Patrick, and where perhaps are you this fine day?
Good morning, Tom and the net. Yeah, this is Patrick, KN6YCG. I'm currently in Boulder, Colorado for at least another month or month and a half. And I'm waiting on the concrete truck. I'm pouring some foundation walls today, and I've never actually used a full-size concrete truck. So I'm a little bit anxious. Anyway, I just wanted to check in and say hello to everybody.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you're in Florida or in Colorado there. I love the Boulder area there. I used to did consulting there for a year, so I used to fly back and forth between the Bay Area and Boulder. So I hope you have some friends helping you with the concrete.
My wife, my laborer today, so we'll see how that goes. She loves taking direction from me, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I think I detected some sarcasm in that comment. Okay, well, good luck with that, and I hope the marriage is still around afterwards.
Thank you, sir. And the net, it's always fun to listen to my in Northern California. AN6YCG 7. I'll be monitoring.
Okay, very good there, Patrick. You take care, and the best of luck with your cement project there. That sounds like that'd probably be a big project. Clearing with KN6YCG. Next, I have Robert, N6RJC. Good morning, and welcome to the Coffee Break Net.
Well, good morning, Tom. And I did get that new vanity license, so that's the reason for the new call sign. I'll be doing my normal routine this morning, gym, music, CW, blah, blah, blah. But I did get all my wire run, or coax run through the attic yesterday for my HF radio. So got that all hooked up to my mast with an in-fed. I'm just using an in-fed antenna right now to use when I do get my HF. So when I get back off my trip, Karen and I's vacation, I'll get me an HF radio and try it out. Over.
Okay, very good there, Robert. Well, congratulations on the new call sign. Yeah, I have, that's what threw me there. I recognized the voice, but I didn't recognize the call sign. So very good, congratulations on that. Yeah, and very good. Well, I hope that that all goes well. Usually people will buy, well, this is what I've observed, people will buy an HF radio, and then they'll just figure out what they're going to do for an antenna. You've kind of taken the kind of the logical approach there and doing the antenna first, and then going out and getting your radio. So that way you have it all set up when it comes in. So very good about that. And so basically, so curious, when is your trip? And so when are you going to be coming back and getting that HF radio?
Karen and I will be departing for Italy on the 10th of May and coming back on the 24th, I believe, something like that. And then I'll probably recuperate from the trip for a day or two and then head off and find me a radio. And so looking forward to all of it. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, that's going to be a nice trip there. Yeah, that's 14 days. So very nice. Do you have a certain radio in mind, or are you trying to decide between a couple of them?
was looking at the Yaesu. Dang it! My brain has just stopped right now. But new Yaesu and the ICOM 73 Mark II. I was looking at that one. Those two, and I think I've decided just to go with the ICOM. It's a little bit, from what I understand, a little bit easier to work for newbies at it, and it's also got a CW feature on it, which I like, you know. So I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I haven't seen any reviews of the 7300 Mark II. I have a 7300. Yeah, I like the menu on that. A lot of people have complained about on the Yaesu. The menu is kind of not the easiest. I think you're probably looking at the DX10 is what you probably were thinking about there. All right, very good. Well, I guess you have another month here to decide and figure out just kind of what you want to do, and maybe go down, when you come back, go down to HRO and kind of play with both of them and see which one you end up going with.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You know, I have been researching this a lot, you know, but in the antenna, the infit, I figured I'd just get an infit antenna bought off the shelf, basically, for the first one, so I could take the, if I built it myself, I wouldn't be sure if it was working or not, but if I buy it off the shelf, usually those are pretty good. So, and also if I do get another antenna, I can use that on the POTAs and things of that sort later on. Over.
Plan. Yeah, I bought an infit off of Amazon and just put it up there, and it just worked. So that's always an easy way to get up on the air and get going there. All right, very good there, Robert. Well, I'm sure we'll talk before your trip to Italy before the 10th. But congratulations on your new vanity call sign and getting things going here. You've really progressed here into the hobby, so congratulations for that. N6RJC and N6H for the Coffee Break Net.
And on that November 6th, Romeo, Juliet, Charlie, I'm going to monitor for a bit and then off to the gym. Over.
I also admire you're going to the gym every day like that, too. That's really good. All right, you take care there, Robert. Next up, I have W6 Alpha Oscar. Jeff, good morning. I don't think we've talked before.
And I believe you have a break.
Good morning, Tom. This is Jeff, broadcasting to you from the Webby basement here, usually the back porch in Roseville. I was previously KO6 MMI and then a K6FQ. We may have chatted at one point under one of those call signs.
Okay, very good there, Jeff. Yeah, I think we have under MMI for sure. I recognize that call. Yeah, and by the way, your audio is very, very weak there. I had to turn the volume up to here. And Brian mentioned that there was a breaking station. Go ahead, break.
Yeah, tough to get in. Tough room. I am cross-banding. This is K6DX. And hey, I just want to tell Robert, I have a friend, just in case you're interested, I have a friend who's got a brand new Kenwood TS590. That's the radio I operate. If you want to, he's got one brand new in the box. He bought two for some reason. But he's got one brand new in the box. And I think he's asking $800 for it. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm good on QRZ. And I would encourage you to just buy a 9-to-1 transformer. Some people say Ballon, but truthfully it's not a Ballon. I would encourage you to buy a 9-to-1 transformer, and then there's several lengths of wire. I can send you a PDF or whatever, and you can't go wrong. You can make, you can make it 71 foot, you can make it 119 foot, you can make it all kinds of different lengths. And with a tuner, which the 590 has a built-in tuner, it'll perform really well. And that's all I got. Thanks, Tom. K6DX.
Okay, very good there, Simone. Thanks for that. And Robert, N6RJC, did you copy that traffic from Simone about the with TS 590? N6RJC, are you still monitoring, Robert? Well, Simone, you might have to email him directly because I don't think he probably went to the gym early. I thought he was going to monitor. All right. Well, anyway, thanks for that, Simone. There. All right. So let me go back to Jeff, W6 Alpha Oscar. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. That's a fantastic offer headed out to Robert. I have put the microphone closer and as well as wiggled all my connections and pressed a few buttons. Hopefully I'm coming back a little bit better now.
Yeah, you're coming back better. Still a little bit on the weaker side compared to other stations, but yeah, copyable.
Well, good to know. I am transmitting from an old Kenwood TK790 that was pulled out of a service vehicle a while ago. There's probably about 5 or 6 buttons that have been worn down, so maybe there's a compression setting or a mic sensitivity setting that's on here. But I'm in the basement, so I can talk loud to you guys.
Okay, very good. Yeah, on some of those commercial radios, they don't have any mic control on the outside. You have to go into the software and turn up the volume in software. Okay, very good. Well, anyway, what do you have for the net this morning?
Just a couple things. It is National Bucket List Day today, so I am checking off my bucket list one day at a time with learning CW, which was the onus for getting on to or getting into ham radio in the first place. So I have a class later. Once I get off here, I'm going to be starting my homework. Nothing like waiting for the last minute. And then the other things would be, it is National Pigs in a Blanket Day. But my question to the net, for everyone to think about and possibly comment on, would be, do you guys like pigs in a blanket or Little Smokies? What is your favorite small sausage?
So your question of the day is what is my favorite or our favorite small sausage? Is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Going for pigs in a blanket or Little Smokies. Or if there's some other sort of cocktail wiener that you are into, I'd be happy to know about it. Always one of my favorite things to see when I go to a little party.
Well, as for me, maybe others want to chime in here. I'm not a big sausage person, but pigs in a blanket are fine. It's something that if it's there, I'll eat it.
Isn't that the case for all of us? If it's there, I'll eat it. That's the same for me with quite a lot of foods as well. I'll send it back to you, Tom. Thank you very much for running the net. Aloha Friday to you and to the rest of the net. This is W6AO. I will be clear and not monitoring, but 7-3 to all. Have a wonderful Friday.
Okay, very good there, Jeff. W6AO and N6H. Well, congratulations on learning CW. I think you're the first person I've heard that said that they got into amateur radio to learn CW. So I think that's commendable. Yeah, it's funny because I've been in the hobby long enough when we had that, when CW was a requirement, and that was a big complaint about people not wanting to get into amateur radio because they don't want to learn CW. And then, because they had a 5-word per minute requirement, and then if you wanted to get general class, it was 13 words a minute. If you want to get extra class, then it was 20 words a minute. So people, and that's sending and receiving, so people didn't want to do that. But now that the requirement is gone, people are embracing CW. So I think it's interesting, and it's also good to see that is going to be kept alive. All right, very good. You take care there, Jeff, and thanks for checking in. Good to talk to you. and congratulations on your vanity call. So clearing with W6AO, I have Sam last on my list. K4LGI, how are things in Denver, Sam?
Good morning, Tom. Everybody, Ned here. From Denver, about 53 degrees here, very sunny. It looks like another fabulous day here, so just checking in to say hi and see what's happening. The pig and the mics are pretty good. I like the cheddar cheese on them. And we'll continue listening and kick back and let's make this an easy check-in. K4LGI, thank you, Tom.
Okay, very good there, Sam. Well, it's good to get you into the list here at the beginning instead of at the end there, so as a log only. So good to talk to you, and hope things are going well for you back in Denver. So clearing with K4LGI and N6H for the Coffee Break Net. All right, this is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. We are going to have the Canyons Endurance Run. They'll be taking over the repeater starting at 10 a.m. this morning. Sharply at 10 a.m., the repeater turns into monitor-only mode for all of the AllStar and Echolink connections. So you'll be able to monitor what's going on, but not be able to use the repeater. RF-wise, you can use the repeater temporarily if you just need to make a call to somebody, but be aware that it will be used by the net controls for the Canyon Endurance Run, and you're welcome to monitor and listen to all the activity going on. So there will be no Coffee Break Net tomorrow morning on Saturday. We do have a breakfast and a Fox Net tomorrow morning, so that will continue. Then the Coffee Break Net will resume again on Sunday morning at 7:30. And the Endurance Run will end at 2 a.m. on Sunday, so there's no conflict for Sunday. All right, I'll do another quick round here of in and outs for those that want to get themselves into the log. So in and outs are 2 minutes or less. We try to keep it to that. Who's out there? This is Tom, November 6 Hotel.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor. Good morning, Tom. K7QV.
Whiskey Bravo 6, Golf Uniform Yankee, Joel, in and out.
Kilo Bravo 6 Lima Uniform Victor. Brett, good morning.
KD3 HAN Kilo Delta 3 Alpha Juliet November.
Kilo Delta 2 Quebec Victor. Good morning.
Okay, I have a number of stations I'll read back here in a second, but I see KB7DFT keying up there a couple times. Are you trying to check in? Okay, nothing heard there. I know it's probably not Ken, because it's too early for Ken to check in. All right, so the stations I got here, I got KD2 QQV Queen Victor, got Anna KD3 HAN, I got KB6 ED Ed, I got KB6 LUV Brett, WB6 GUI Joel, and KC8 FQV Mark at the very top. Anybody else that I'm missing from this quick in and out list? Okay, hearing none. Let me go to the top here to Mark, KC8 FQV. Good morning, Mark. What do you have this morning?
All right, K7QV. Leave everything reset. Don't hurt the reset. Well, we got 74 out now. It's moving up the scale. So I just want to stop in and say hello. And, well, been stopping at several nets, reading the Club newsletter, one of them. And, yeah, we're going to be having a Myers opening real soon. So, other than that, yeah, Google even, I just was looking at Google satellite view, going down to where the store is being built. Well, it's been built. They've been working on it. And the last time I looked at the Google satellite view was a couple of weeks ago to a month, and it was still just the parking lot. It was a parking lot. There was nothing there. It was just a parking lot for the amusement park. Now it has the Myers store. They did a new, Google just must have recently got some satellite images and put them onto the website of theirs on the map. And I said, well, paved and everything. It's not like the fall one where the parking lot was there but not paved yet. It's paved and striped and everything. So, wow, how fast Google can put stuff sometimes. So other than that, I'll send it back to net control. Yeah, don't take too long on rag chews today. You have to get out of there by 10. So, but I'm sure you guys will do it. So, yeah, you don't want to make anyone angry that couldn't get in. So, KSFQE back comes.
All right, pretty good. Yeah, KCFQV and then 6H. Well, I will definitely make sure that people get in who want to get checked into the net here, and just kind of, telling people, yeah, we are going to cut off here exactly at 10 o'clock. So we'll be kind of shortening up the net just a little bit there. Yeah, I'm not sure how often Google updates their satellite images there, but I know that it's pretty good. I mean, it's a nice little feature there, especially if you're trying to go to someplace new and actually get an idea of what it looks like, where it is, if it's out in the boonies or if it's in some populated area there. It's always nice to see. All right, well, you take care there, Mark. We got you checked into the net, and always good to talk to you. Good to hear from you. So you take care there. And anyway, I think I heard you last night after our net. I think you probably tuned in late for that, but yeah, our net, which is our check-in net on Thursday nights, is from 7:30 to about 8:30 Pacific time. So I think you have some other nets there to check into. But anyway, just wanted to let you know about that. All right, so I'll go ahead and clear with KC8FQV, and next up I have Joel, KB6, the GUI. Good morning. What do you have for the net this morning? KB6 GUI and then 6H. Are you there, Joel? Okay, nothing from Joel. Next, Brett, KB6 LUV. Good morning.
And then 6H, yes, Kilo Bravo 6 Lima Uniform Victor, Brett here. Good morning, Tom and Coffee Break Net land. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. It is the end of a very busy week for me, work-wise, but very productive. So I'm a little bit weary in the brain, but I'm happy for it. Got a lot done yesterday. Got outside and took advantage of the moist ground and pulled a bunch of weeds in my front yard and my backyard. Got that done. Got some more 3D printing done, which is really interesting. I've delved off into printing of bird calls, of all things. I was looking for just something interesting to print off. Let me take a break. Looking for something that would be fun and yet, maybe practical, being outdoors and blah, blah, blah. So found some different bird calls, which are really interesting. One that takes water, one that does not, and then an owl bird call, which I printed off last night. It turned out beautiful. It's actually gorgeous. I'm going to say good morning to my mom, Bonnie, in Newton, Kansas. Morning, Mom. I love you. Hope you're having a good day. Hopefully the weather isn't wild and wet and crazy yet, but I imagine what we had blow through here a couple of days before is going to reach the Midwest. Mark may be able to tell us about that if he's around. So, all right. In the honor of quick in and outs, I will say thank you for running the net, Jeff. I just appreciate you being there very much. Everybody in Coffee Break Net land, have an amazing day. Be blessed. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. KB6LUV. Be of love. 73.
All right, yeah, KB6LUV and then 6H for the Coffee Break Net. I know that you just acquired the printer there at Hamfest, and it definitely is a rabbit hole to go down there. And I always describe a 3D printer as a solution looking for a problem. Yeah, there's a lot of things. So these are bird calls. Are these the actual bird calls things that you made? I mean, like doing to whistling type sounds to call birds? Is that what you're making?
Correct. So that actually rabbit hole started with a Native American flute, which I printed off. Sounds gorgeous. It's in the key of D minor, pentatonic scale. But a great instrument for just packing around. Really super light. And then again, as a singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, sound interests me. So yeah, bird calls. One of them, you put a little bit of water in, and it uses water as a diaphragm to change the pitch. One uses a space. I can't describe it any other way than that. And then the owl call that I just made last night is really cool. Sounds just like an owl. So, all right. Thanks for the questions and for sending it back to me for a quick one. I want to honor in and out so that everybody else can get in and on with their day. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day. Again, Kilo Bravo 6 Lima Uniform Victor. Be of love. 73, clear and listening.
Okay, very good there, Brett. Yeah, I find that you can definitely go down that rabbit hole and start searching for stuff there on these different sites there that out for where people would just upload stuff on. It's amazing just what everybody's contributed to the 3D print model stuff, and don't have to do any roll design stuff. You can just kind of download somebody and has created something, especially for amateur radio. I mean, all the different radios. I have a G90, Zygo G90, and somebody had put up a nice little speaker cup that basically goes across the radio, and it helps to direct the sound. The speaker, which is at the top of the radio, help it direct it towards the front there, and it really works well, and it's amazing. So yeah, there's definitely that whole rabbit hole there. Anyway, take care and have fun there, Brett. Clearing with KB6LUV. Next up, Ed, KB6ED. Good morning, Ed. What do you have for the net this morning?
Yeah, good morning, Tom and the net. I'll throw it out there that I like cats when they like me, and that happens sometimes. When I was living over in Hawaii, I got adopted by a cat, and I like seeing them here on the property that I'm currently on. I've opened the hoods to my vehicles to find rodent leavings on the engine, and I know that they're making wiring with soy these days, and rodents like to chew on wiring and really mess that up, which can be an expensive fix for a vehicle. So like seeing the cats around here, even though none of them are mine, I'm appreciative of their efforts.
Yeah, that is becoming a problem. I know that I think some people in the club actually have had issues. I think Don at KB6LBJ, LBJ had problems with that on his new Jeep. So having the cats around definitely helps that situation. Well, very good. Well, I'm glad that they're there, and also since they're not your own, you don't have to take care of them. But a lot of the feral cats there probably don't want you to even take care of them, except maybe feed them. Very good. Anything else for the net this morning?
I'll just quickly add that the other solution I'm adding to the equation is I've collected some pine cones here on the property, some of the larger ones, and I'm putting peppermint oil on them. I guess that kind of fends off the rodents. So just kind of saturating pine cones with some pure peppermint oil and then setting them in the areas that I parked in. But with that, I'll turn it loose. KB6ED 73.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I know that I've looked online, and I don't know if these solutions even work or not. But if you go on Amazon and you look up some things there for rodent control, and they have these little flashing lights and ultrasonic sounds and stuff like that you can do. Not quite sure if those things work or not. I've heard people use them, but I haven't heard anybody that says they've worked. I guess I guess you don't. I guess you know that it doesn't work if you've used those things and you still have rodents coming through. So, but that's always in. Yeah, so it's kind of questionable. Anyway, you take care there, and I hope all those solutions work for you. I know being out kind of in the rural area there, you can that can become a problem. So anyway, clearing with KB6ED. Next I have Anna, KD3AJN. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, Tom, and everyone else on the net. Well, it's been kind of a crazy week. I've been sick all week, so I haven't really done a whole lot. Don't have any plans for the weekend. Hopefully I can get rid of this cough and congestion and start to feel better. I like cats. I like dogs too, but I like cats. Have had several through years, and one I had for 15 years, and I got her when she was 6 weeks old, and she was my baby. But definitely like cats.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of people that enjoy cats. I would have thought it would be more on the dog side than the cat side, but yeah, I like both cats and dogs. I probably prefer dogs. The cats become, I don't know, just maybe because of the attitude of the cats, and I am the queen or I am the king, and that's it.
My cats definitely had an attitude, and the one that I had, recently that passed away, she would get really loud when I'd be on the phone because she didn't want me talking to anybody else but her, and I thought that was pretty cool.
I guess you could say it cool or maybe pretty annoying there if you're trying to make a phone call. Wow, that's funny. So the cat knew that you're talking to somebody else and wasn't talking to her, and it was jealous.
Yes, that was her point. You're not allowed to talk on the phone. But we did get along, and she finally did realize that I use the phone, and that's the way it goes. She wasn't totally the boss in the house. But everyone have a good weekend, and stay safe. KD3HAN.
That's funny. So what she ended up doing is allowing you to talk to somebody else there, but I'm sure she made it a point that you have to talk to her too afterwards. Okay, very good. Anyway, thanks for that, Anna, and you take care. And I hope you're feeling better there, and hope you have I know you're gonna probably have a quiet weekend, but I hope your recovery is going well. All right, so clearing with KD3AJN. Next, I have KD2. Queen Victor, good morning to you. I don't see you come up in our database here, so is this your first time on the Coffee Break Net?
KD2QQV returning. This is my first time. I just went portable. I'm portable, enjoying the wonderful Catskill Mountain air in upstate New York. Just having a wonderful spring day out here. It's beautiful. Cats and dogs. Yes, dogs. But dogs are dogs, right? A cat is a cat. They are different, that's for sure. Yeah, they get along with each other too. That's interesting. But yeah, I had a cat for a long time. Her name was Kitty, and she was about 15, 16 years old, and she got very sick, and I had to take her to the vet, and she had to be put to sleep. Of course, I was there. They said her kidneys went and everything, and the vet said it was basically the food, the cat food. Some of the cat food that you buy is no good for them. So I learned the hard way. But maybe she could have lasted another couple of years. But the food wasn't too good for her, I guess. Maybe some raw chicken or raw beef might have been better. But just having a good day, Katie, QQQ, back over to Net Control.
Okay, very good. Yeah, KD2QQB, NN6H for the Coffee Break Net. Well, welcome to the Coffee Break Net. You're sounding good there, coming in from New York, being portable now. So what is the name there, so I can put the name in the log?
Oh, I'm sorry. The name is Donald. Dr. Oscar November Alpha Lima Delta. QFL.
Yep, QSL, Donald, very good. Well, welcome again. Welcome to the Coffee Break Net, and glad to hear you in here. And we do this every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that would be 10 a.m., starting at 10 a.m. your time there. We do that, and then except we won't be doing it tomorrow. So I say we do it every morning, but there are a couple of exceptions during the year when we turn over the repeater for the different races and stuff that we have here in the Sierra Foothills, the Sierra Mountains here in Northern California. And that will be one of them. It'll start today at 10 a.m. But you can join us again on Sunday. You can listen on Sunday, plus we're here every day of the week, generally, even on holidays like Christmas and Easter and all that stuff, and Thanksgiving. So it becomes kind of a habit there. So I hope you tune in to us and make it a habit there. KD2QQV and N6H.
Yes, I definitely will. KD2QV. I saw the action was, I like participating in nets. That's what I do. I've joined many different nets all over. East Coast Reflector, this one in Auburn, another one. They're all over. I have a lot of fun with my All-Star node and a lot of connections out there. You just have to look for them. You got to find them. KD2QQV. Thank you.
Okay, very good there, Donald. Well, I'm glad you found our net here, and we also have another net which you might be interested in. It's called the All Nodes Net. It's on Monday nights. It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific. That would be 9 p.m. Eastern time, and it runs for about an hour. And we basically talk about all things node related. So the big topic is All-Star, but we also can talk about D-Star and Echolink and those things. And it started out as the Clear Node net. We had a lot of users have Clear Nodes, which is a commercial version of All-Star. And but now it's kind of just a general all nodes net there, so you might want to check that out. 6 p.m. Again on this repeater and on this All-Star node in Echo. That's on 6 p.m. Monday nights. You might want to check that out. All right, 7-3s, and thanks for checking in, and nice to meet you there back from New York. So clearing with KDQQV. This is Tom, NN6H, and this is the Coffee Break Net here on the W6EK Repeater. And I want to mention that we do have, this is coming tomorrow, we have our monthly breakfast, which is always on the last Saturday of the month, in the Northern California, Auburn area. It'll be at Mel's Diner at Auburn, and that starts at 7:30. And then right after that, around 9 o'clock, they'll meet and talk about the fox hunt, which is going to be there. And then the fox hunt will be turned on. The fox will be turned on around 9:30, and that will be a good fox hunt day. It's going to be beautiful here in Northern California. The fox hunt tender is Matt, K06IMP, so he will be running that. So at 9 o'clock, they'll give out information about the fox, the frequency, kind of the location area that you should be looking, and also all the connection, how to contact and communicate about the fox. So that'll be tomorrow. Breakfast at 7:30, and the fox hunt meeting at 9, and the fox turned on at 9:30. And as I've been mentioning, there is going to be no Coffee Break Net tomorrow, no Coffee Break Net tomorrow. So the repeater will be used for the Canyon Endurance Run, and that will be starting at 10 a.m. today. So it's going to go from 10 a.m. today all the way through 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. There will be a Coffee Break Net on Sunday, so we'll be off for one day there. All right, this is Tom, NN6H, so I will go ahead here and open up for Rag Chew, and if you want to be an in and out, let me know and I'll put you at the top. But who's out there for conversations? NN6H.
KM6 RFB. Golf Whiskey in and out. K06 ING in and out.
And Tom, WB6BJN, you can put me at the end if we have time. WB6BJN.
K06TH, good morning.
Alpha Juliet 6, Oscar Romeo, in and out.
Okay, this is who I have, kind of a kerfuffle there. I have HA6OR Evan as an in and out. I have K06TH. I have N9MUF. I got WB6BJN, Mark at the end. K06IHJ Larry. Then I have at the top, I have KM6RFB. Then there was a station ending with GW, and you got stepped on. Could you come back with your full call?
Roger, this is Kilo 6 Alpha Golf Whiskey with an in and out, please.
Okay, I got K6AGW for an in and out. Okay, very good. Anybody in this group that's an in and out that I didn't specify? Okay, anybody in the group that I missed? All right, I am surprised I got everybody here. Okay, so we'll go back to Mark here, WV6BJN. You mentioned that you'll be at the end if I have time, or if you have time, or are you okay being at the end?
Oh, I'm just looking at the fact that you're going to end early today, so I said if there's time, I'll just put me at the end.
Well, I'm hoping that this conversation, that these conversations don't put me into 10 o'clock. So, yeah, hopefully that'll be okay. Okay, I'll put you at the end, Mark. All right, so let me do my two in and outs, then I'll come back to the rag chew. K6AGW, good morning. I don't didn't recognize the call, but good morning.
Well, good morning, Tom. This is Alan, Kilo 6 Alpha Golf Whiskey. Actually, I'm the president of North Hills Radio Club and also a member of Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. And I have a couple of quick announcements I wanted to make on behalf of the hobby, and that is that we have our club breakfast tomorrow at Brookfield in Rancho Cordova. That's in conjunction with our sister club, River City Amateur Radio Communications Society. So that's at 8 o'clock or 8:30 tomorrow at the Brookfields in Rancho Cordova. That's at Sunrise and Folsom. Join us if you can. Also on Sunday, we have an off-the-grid event at Lou Howard Park. That's where we bring out our portable equipment, set it up, and invite anyone who would like to bring their radio and set up to do so, or just come out and observe other stations. We'll get you on the air if you're a technician or even a non-ham. And so that's at Lou Howard Park at 9 to 2 tomorrow. That's in Folsom. And then lastly, we have a community outreach event coming up next Saturday at the Ham Radio Outlet parking lot. We're calling it What is Amateur Radio? It's a series of exhibits demonstrating various aspects of the hobby. It's really designed for the newer or maybe even a non-ham. So those that are listening, if you have a friend or a family member you'd like to introduce to the hobby, this is a perfect opportunity to bring them out to the HRO candy store and see an exhibit of different aspects. You'll have vintage equipment and UHF, VHF, satellite, all kinds of different things. ARRL will be there with a booth. So if possible, May the 2nd at the HRO parking lot, 9 to 2. And that's all I got this morning. Thank you. This is Kilo 6 Alpha Golf Whiskey. Back to net.
Okay, very good there. Yeah, K6 Alpha Golf Whiskey. This is NN6H for the Coffee Break Net. Well, very good. Well, thanks for those announcements there. Yeah, I think Joel was on yesterday. I think yesterday or the day before. I'm mentioning those too. So yeah, tomorrow morning, Lou Howell Park. From 9 to 2, and then the HRO. So very good. Well, thank you for doing all that. That's always great for educating the public and doing things. So definitely appreciate that. And I was going to say you can come to our breakfast tomorrow on Fox Hunt, but that I think it probably overlaps your thing tomorrow at the park there. Well, you take care, and thanks for checking in and doing all those announcements here. So clearing with Alan. Next up, I have Evan, AJ6OR. Good morning.
AJ6OR. Good morning, Tom and the group. Good to hear everybody this morning. Just kind of up and around doing things, and looking forward to the fox hunt tomorrow. I know we were talking about cats a little bit, and I like mainly dogs, cats a little bit. We got a cat lady in the neighborhood that feeds a lot of feral cats, so we have plenty of cats to go around in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have done that with feral cats. Yeah, the cat that I'm familiar with was a feral cat. It was a barn cat, and definitely I don't know that it has a special attitude because of that. But it only allowed certain people, at least in its younger years, to get close to it, and then kind of mellowed out towards the end there. Even with dogs, living with a dog, and it definitely wanted to rule the house.
Yes, I've heard stories like that, many of them, how, we were talking about who adopts who, the cat, the owner, or the owner of the cat. So those things, those kind of dynamics can take place. So anyhow, I just want to jump in and say hello and see what's going on. And Tom, you have a good day, and take care. AJ6OR.
Okay, very good there, Evan, and yeah, good luck tomorrow to you in the fox hunt. For those that don't know, Evan is kind of one of our winners, a pro at doing fox hunting, especially fox hunting with just kind of body blocking and HT. So he's pretty good at it there. So you might want to take some notes from Evan tomorrow if you're going to the fox hunt, which is going to start tomorrow 9 a.m. Right after the breakfast at Mel's. Going to have a meeting at 9 a.m. and then 9:30 the thing will start there. So maybe I'll see you there, Evan, and give good luck to you in the fox hunt. Clearing with Evan, AJ6OR. Next, Scott, KM6RFB. What do you have for the net this morning, Scott?
No, not much, Tom. I'm glad to hear you running the net this morning. I'm just working on a couple computer items today, and I'm checking the fire weather forecast for the coming week. We've got, it looks like, cooling over the weekend with temperatures starting to climb throughout the week. Looks like there was a system moving over the San Mateo's region down the Bay Area. But it looks like for tomorrow's fox hunt, max temperatures looks like it's going to be about 54 to 60 degrees, humidity 46 to 61%, so our fire weather looks pretty good. And it's partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain in the afternoon tomorrow. But other than that, it looks really good. And the week coming is not too bad, except for the southern region down in Georgia. They've got a lot of fires. They've got 8 major fires currently burning right now. They've lost about 50 structures. So the prediction model that NWCG put out is coming true.
Well, it's nice that the prediction model is getting better, but it's not good of what it actually predicted there. Yeah, just looking at the devastation there, it just reminded me a lot of the fires and stuff we've had out here on the West Coast, and it's pretty sad to see.
Absolutely, and I will say that watch duty is now active in the Deep South, in the Georgia region. They've extended their reach down there. I've reached out to a friend of mine who checked it, and they can now get information off of watch duty, which is really good. They're moving across the U.S. really nicely, and within watch duty, they've got a really good weather system model on there, and they can also do predicted weather within watch duty as well. So they're becoming really all-inclusive, all-hazard.
All right, very good. Yeah, I wasn't aware that watch duty was just kind of didn't have a full, I guess, coverage across the United States. Yeah, watch duty is I know you participate a lot in that, and it's I think it's a volunteer effort there, but it's a great app and something that I definitely would recommend to people have, especially out here in the West Coast, or I guess any place now, being able to get alerts and stuff with fires in your area and to just kind of get an idea of where the fires are.
Well, one of the nice features within watch duty that is out, they are not just fire now. They are looking at all weather. Even weather predictions, hurricanes, tornadoes, things like that. They are getting themselves really tuned into the predictive services, and they can extend out their weather forecast, futurecast, if you want to call it. So a lot of new features are out, and a lot of new features are coming out within watch duty. And great organization that was started in the Sonoma area due to the Sonoma fires, and it's a couple volunteer firefighters too.
Yeah, I think it's great, just all the volunteer work that's done and the time and effort that helps, and it makes a difference here. So very good. Well, congratulations for them.
Absolutely. Well, Tom, I'm going to go ahead and kick it back over to you. Have a great day. We'll see you at the breakfast tomorrow. Kilo Mike 6, Romeo Foxtrot Bravo, back to net.
Comment, please, WB6BJN.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I got you there, Mark. We'll come back to you for a comment. Yeah. You okay? Very good there, Scott. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning. And thanks for all that you do there for Aries and helping out, too, with the fire situation in our area. Yeah, go ahead, Mark, with your comment.
You might have known I'm not familiar with watch duty, and I'm interested. I was going to ask Scott. Scott, where do I go to look for that? And hopefully it's got good text information for sightless users. There, go ahead.
Unfortunately, Mark, it does not have it. Go to watchduty.org or do a general search on your computer for the Watch Duty map. It's great. You can add in different features depending on your level of participation in it. There is a free version, and then if you want to be a donor, it's $25 a year, which gets you some more features, and then if you pay more, you get a lot more features. But the basic features include weather, wind, and things like that. But watchduty.org.
Yeah, I hope they have text discussions that would alert me to things. I'm always, you know me, I'm a weather guy, so hey, I was listening to you, and that perked my ears. Okay, continue. I'll check that out. Watchduty.org. Go ahead, Tom. Thanks, and thanks, Scott. WB6BJ.
Okay, very good there. Yeah, thanks for that, Scott. And yeah, for Mark, you can go to the App Store on your phone, your iOS phone, and you can Watch Duty. Watch Duty is on in the App Store there, so you can download that. What I remember, it's pretty much just graphical oriented. I'm not sure how much of the text is stream readable, but I mean, it's a free app. You can download it and try it, and if it doesn't work, you can delete the app off your device. So yeah, just go to Watch Duty on the Apple Store there. Okay, very good. So let me clear with Scott and go to Larry, KO6IHJ. Good morning, Larry. Welcome to the net again.
Good morning, Tom. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing a lot better. I got a gardening. I'm doing my gardening today. I got to take care of my gardening. Other than that, I got nothing. Tom will be out here Monday. We got no progress going on. It's just a chillax weekend. Hope everybody's doing the same.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend. At least today is. So we'll take it one day at a time. But I've been enjoying these nice days after our 3 days of rain.
Copy that. Yeah, it's beautiful. Now, the only thing that we complain about is, that grass is going to grow now. Anyway, Tom, have a beautiful day, everybody. Get back to the net here. I got to go out and do some more stuff. Enjoy the day. I'm going to leave everybody at KO6ISJ 73.
All right, well, 7-3 to you there, Larry, and thanks for checking in, and yeah, and enjoy your day, too, and glad that you're feeling better. Clearing with KO6IHJ. Next, Daniel, back to Chicago, Illinois, N9MUF. Good morning.
Good morning, Tom and the net. And in spite of the affection that I have mentioned for the current cat occupant of our home, I am both a dog and a cat person.
Well, I hear you talk more about the cat than anything else, so I figured you're more of a cat person there.
Well, each one of our pets has attached themselves to a particular human as their primary. So we've got 2 Bassets. One of them has attached to my wife, the other one to my son, and the cat has attached herself to me. But I will quite often sit on the couch with the cat on my left side and one of the Bassets on my right side, and they get along. And I'm willing to give each of them equal scritches. I guess if it came down to it, I might be more of a dog person because there's more meat on them, so if you need to make a curry, you're better off with the dog than the cat.
I think if the dog understood that expression or that comment, he would probably move away from you there. Well, I figured that you're a cat person because you seem to have, well, the cat probably is drawn to you because you have more toys to play with, all the boxes and all the things that you leave around. I'm sure the cat likes to get into all those things.
There's that, and the unemployment, and the fact that I had the ability to spend time with her when she moved into the house. And we lost her predecessor. Speak about Hairball Day. She was a ragdoll Siamese, and so as such, she was prone to hairballs. And she had attached herself to me as well. That was kind of the first human that she decided was okay in the house.
Yes, definitely. And I have not heard of a cat that has not been like that. That's been okay. This is my house, and I will decide who I will allow in, who I will attach to, and who I will tolerate.
They are very much that way. I grew up with both beagles and cats. And when I got the house, I got a beagle, and my ex-wife was allergic to cats, so I didn't think there would ever be cats in my home. And when my wife moved in, she brought 5 cats with her, so I was very happy to have cats back in my life. To change the conversation, we haven't talked about hand clock lately. Do you mind if I throw out some information on that?
I didn't hear, yeah, so 5 cats, that'd be a little too much. I didn't hear what you wanted to change the conversation to. You kind of had a packet loss right at that point.
I have a couple of updates on the current hand clock situation.
Oh, yes, go ahead. What is the current updates?
If you're using Open Hand Clock backend, they've released a 4.23 release. I updated several days ago, and it worked just fine. So that's a consideration there. There's also a complete rewrite that's being put out and maintained by a friend of mine that might even run on Windows. You'll have to reconfigure everything, but he had worked with Elwood, and a lot of his code was in the original hand clock. And then speaking of Elwood, his stepdaughter, or former stepdaughter, found out about his passing, and she is working to take care of his remains and set up a grave and a headstone for him. So I just thought we'd all appreciate the update in that regard as well.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for doing that. So it sounds like so ham clock will continue, it seems like, either in one form or another.
I think right now there's at least 3 different forms. I'm running the Open Ham Clock variant right now, 4.23. I haven't had a chance to try out my friend's code yet. Though he had tracked me down, we had lost track, and he found out I was an admin of one of the ham clock groups, and so he and I got back in touch with each other, and I definitely want to try out his version as well.
Comment AI 6US.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I successfully moved a couple of my devices over, both the Innovato and the Raspberry Pi-based ham clocks, and just wanted to encourage everybody there who, might be, going, it's too complex. No, it was not. It was just a simple change of code, and then you didn't have to re-input any of your information. And by the way, I'm running the open ham clock, and so just redirected it over, did the update to 4.23 yesterday, and it went smooth, and the experience had, I wouldn't even know that it was different other than it just works great.
Okay, well that is good to know, and glad that it is going to survive there, and that I know a lot of people use that there. Anyway, back to you, Daniel.
It's good to know that others have made that switch. The other thing to note is that if you haven't switched over to the open ham clock back end yet, it won't update. The cert is expiring, and you're going to start getting more and more errors as we get closer to June. So before you, complain and say there's no update available, you've got to be using the open ham clock back end in order to take advantage of that.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm sure people will probably bring up that question later on here, but I'm glad that is happening, and that there is a solution going forward there. So very good. Thanks for bringing that up.
And I know we've got a hard stop at 12, so I'll just throw out, I've got cloudy skies here, didn't get out on the bike yesterday, just a little too involved catching up with stuff, but I just finished my POTA packing, so we will be ready to go either Sunday or Monday. 7-3 to you and the net, Tom, and 9MUF.
Okay, very good there. Well, N9MUF and N6H for the Coffee Break Net. Okay, well, you take care there, and good luck on your POTA, and going out and enjoying that. Hope the weather holds for you there. And thanks for giving us an update about the ham clock situation. And take care back there, Daniel. And take care of that little kitty there too. I'm sure she'll make sure that you do that. All right, clearing with N9MUF. Speaking of cats, here's KO6TH. Greg, good morning. And has Millie been listening to this conversation? By the way, this is National Hairball Day.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, everyone. Greg, KO6TH. No, she's upstairs right now. She heard the beginning of the net was meowing a little bit, but went off and stuffed her face a bit, and then ran off, and I don't know where she went, but anyway, she's upstairs. I'm down the shack. No fur balls in a while, thank God. She doesn't do them too often, but when she does, it's a mess. It's good not to have them. Anyway, so to clarify, people are talking about having a cat. That's not correct. One does not have a cat. Dogs have owners. Cats have staff. So they have us. And Millie especially makes that quite well known. She had a blood draw a couple of days ago to just check on her thyroid, and it was like, oh my God, that was painful, almost literally. And but we got through it. So anyway, getting ready for the event this weekend, the Canyons Run. Getting my just a couple things together to head on over to the deck control at 11, and I guess about 10:30 probably get there and get things set up and get ready for the race. So looking forward to it. So a lot of fun. If anybody hasn't tried becoming a deck control, it's not too scary. It is the first time when you think about it, but don't think about it. Just come and have fun and just shadow somebody once, and you'll get the hang of it. So good opportunities in that regard are available. KO6TH, back to you, Tom.
All right, very good there, Greg. KO6TH and N6H for the Aloha edition of the Coffee Break Net. Very good. Well, thank you for doing that. I think you're volunteering for 2 shifts. I think you're doing today and tomorrow. So you're in the midst of breakfast tomorrow. So we'll miss you at the breakfast. But thank you for doing that. And yeah, so this is the Canyons Run, which is going to take over the Coffee Break Net for tomorrow morning. So there will be no Coffee Break Net tomorrow morning because of this Canyons Run, and then it ends on Tuesday. It ends on Sunday morning at 2 a.m. And so we will have a Coffee Break Net on Sunday. Anyway, thanks for doing that, Greg. And yeah, I think you've. How many times have you done this type of net control before?
I don't know, 3-4 times, something like that, several times, and always a good result. And to clarify, it's not the run; it's the runs plural. There's a 100 mile, 100K, a 25 something, and something else. I think there's 4 different distances, and of course that happened at one point. So keeping the runners straight. Okay, which race are you talking about? And they're working on some numbering schemes to help clarify that. So it evolves each year. We learn something about how to make things easier and better and safer. And I'm already seeing some of those changes being put into place. So it's a good event. And yeah, I think there's 4. I need to check there's a guide that they put out with all the information in it. But anyway, the 100-mile is the one that starts today. So think western states, but in a loop down lower, and not easier. But yeah, so 100 miles. It boggles my mind to be running for 100 miles. Getting upstairs sometimes, sure. KO6TH, back to you.
Yep, I definitely understand that. I trained. I used to run quite a bit, and I trained for a marathon. I did a marathon, which is 26 miles, and 26.2 miles. And you know, it's something where you have to build up to it. You just don't decide, yeah, I'm going to get up tomorrow morning and run 26 miles or run 100 miles. I mean, basically these elite runners, you know, they're practicing all the time, and it consumes a lot of effort, especially when you get close to race day there. And 100 miles just seems crazy, especially when you're doing 26 miles. You know that your body shuts down around mile 16, and so you have to do all these things to keep it going there. So it's like you're going against nature. But my hats off to all these people that do that. Yeah, and a lot of times these races, they are multi-races. They, like, for even a marathon, they'll do a half marathon as part of it, and then sometimes even a 10K. So just for that type of thing. Pretty good. Well, thanks for doing that. Thanks for volunteering. And yeah, this is where radio really does help, because in that whole terrain there, especially in the mountain stuff, you're not going to be able to use cell service and stuff for any of that stuff. So I'm glad that radio is there, and glad that all the volunteers are there. Anyway, thanks for doing that, Greg. KL6TH and then 6H.
Yeah, the western states is the other thing that I volunteer to help out. And Orion and I have been doing Cal 2, been out in the middle of the canyon at the 70.1 mile mark. And the first runners coming through, they're just out for a Sunday stroll. It's just like, yeah, hi, hello, I'll get some water, on they go. No big deal. And then the last ones coming through at 2 o'clock in the morning. You can tell it's taken a toll on their body, but somehow they push through it, and my hats off to them. So anyway, yeah, we got a 100 mile, a 100K, a 50K, and a 25K distances. So that's four runs, 4 races, running somewhat concurrently, and it's keeping everything straight is, I guess, being a runner, you got to make sure you're on the right trail too. You don't end up taking the long way around or the short way around when you should be going the right direction. So they got there's a lot of logistics to figure out this one. It's a very technical kind of deal. Anyway, on with the day. Got to get ready to get going here, and we'll talk to you guys later. KO6TH 73.
All right, very good there, Greg. Yeah, and my hat's off to all the volunteers. I mean, you also have people out there that help to guide the runners into the right place and make sure that they're safe and hydrated and all that. It takes a village, as they say, and it really does. Just in the first aid and the volunteers and communications and such, and it's nice to have all that going. All right, very good there, Greg. Well, you have a great weekend. Enjoy that, and again, people can monitor that on this repeater as starting at 10 o'clock, where you're going to basically move the part of the repeater, going to put it in monitor-only mode, so you'll be able to hear all the activity, but you won't be able to key up there. And if you're on RF, you can key up if you want to make a short call to somebody, but then if you do, then maybe move them off to a different repeater or different frequency, and pretty much leave the repeater for the net controls and for all the people that are trying to manage the canyons run. So and that'll happen until 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. All right, thanks for doing that, Greg. Thanks for all that you do and for the club and for the community. According to KO6TH, last on my list is Mark, WV6PJN. Well, we got you in before the 10 o'clock hour, so I guess we do have time for you, Mark. Good morning to you. I guess, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Tom. I figured you probably would, but I know sometimes get into discussions, and that's why I said what I did, and it's not a big deal. But glad to be here this morning. Let's see. I've got two kitties, Luna and Jonesy, and yeah, they kind of rule, but they're very affectionate. Very affectionate. Luna, when the thing that she does to me is when I want to come in and sit next to Sarah in my chair, and she's occupying my chair, laying there sleeping, she will not move. And in fact, when you try to lift her out of the chair, she stiffens. She's like she pushes down, like wait, like make my muscles move. You want me out of this chair? You make my muscles move, because I ain't moving. But she's a very affectionate cat, and she lets me know when she's hungry, especially if I have shorts on. And claws work real good on the legs. She'll stick me with them. And she knows I'm blind too. She knows the disability. Jonesy, he's funny. Jonesy will talk to me all the way to my room, and he'll make sure that I make it to my room down here in the ham room, and then he'll go off and do something else. But he'll meow me all the way to the room, and then he's done. Like, so here you are. And Sarah said when I went to California, he was devastated. He wouldn't eat for a couple of days, and he sat in front of the ham room here and meowed. He was just broken-hearted that I was gone. It was funny. Back to you there, Tom, and then we'll talk about the weather.
All right, Mark, interesting. That is, I have not heard that aspect before about cats or I guess I've heard dogs, kind of, helping like that, but that's interesting where Luna will talk you to the room, and basically aware, so it sounds like they're both aware of your, your sight, lack of sight there and help you with that. That's very interesting. Well, I guess you're going to keep them around for a while then, right?
Oh, absolutely. If anything happened to either one of those cats, I'd be absolutely devastated. It's going to be hard when they die, when they leave. They're just like, they're a part of us, And Luna has this thing where she loves rubber bands. And she had a deal where I could be sitting over on the couch. She would loop this rubber band around her paws, and she would want me to throw it so she could go fetch. And she would stand back, and Sarah would say she would get into a position, and she'd look at me, and she could flip that rubber band right to me. And we should have had Facebook thing of that. And she could. She'd flip it right to me, and then she'd want me to throw it so she could go run and catch it. And we'd do that over and over again. So she knew. She wouldn't flip it to Sarah. She'd make Sarah go get it, but she'd flip it to me. So, all right. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the weather because we need to get some other people in here too. And by the way, I like pigs in the blanket, and I like all sausages, so I'm a sausage eater. All right, so weather over California. Now, there's going to be some unsettled weather over the weekend. There's a low pressure area that's going to move through, and there could be some showers tomorrow afternoon. Let me take a breath. So especially in the Bay Area, there could be some drizzle, light rain. It's not a very big system. It's not like the last system that brought a lot of thunderstorms. It could do that for the mountains and the northern Sacramento Valley. There'll be sunny today. It'll be nice today. Temperatures in the 70s. And then it's going to cool off a little bit tomorrow as that low pressure comes through. And kind of like what Scott was saying. And then it is correct. There's going to be warmer next week. Even the Weather Service and all the models agree there too. And it's going to warm up a little bit. But by the end of next week, going into the month of May, there's another system that might bring a little more rain a week from today. So that's still quite a ways out. I don't trust models after we get out, past 7 days, because that's kind of out of our forecast period. So the longer the models go out, the more inaccurate they become. Let me take another break. So that's kind of what's going on there. So we'll follow that, and I'll speed this up, and we'll talk about what's happening back here. We're going to get some weather in Tennessee. There could be some thunderstorms later today. I haven't heard any static crashes or anything, but I noticed the barometer's way down. It's been down to about 2985. So we're going to get some beneficial rain and maybe a couple of inches of rain with thunderstorms. But Monday is, I'm really concerned about Monday because Monday we're talking all hazards on the table. Tornado warnings could happen, large hail, severe thunderstorms, and it could be a nighttime event. So I'm not real happy with that forecast. I like good thunderstorms and I like good rain, but when we're talking tornadoes possible and severe weather, that's just not where we're at. Let me take a break. But this is springtime, and we've been pretty quiet up to this point. And hopefully between now and Sunday, maybe that will change and we won't have nearly the severe outlook. So, but that's what they're saying right now. Back to you, Tom. NN6H, WB6BJN.
Okay, very good there, Mark. Yeah, WB6BJN, NN6H. Well, I'm hoping that we're going to get some rain here later on. I know you can't, the models are not always accurate, but it's nice that at least we might have a chance of rain, so I think we could use that up here. And they could also use rain in other places too, especially where all the fires and stuff are happening there. Anyway, I hope that your weather is good back there too.
Like I just said, we're under the gun come Monday here, and the thunderstorms are going to start later today, and no severe weather until Monday, and then that could be a very interesting situation. It could get 2-inch in diameter hail and severe weather, strong straight line winds, and even the risk of tornadoes. So that's kind of what they're saying for the middle part of Tennessee there, guys.
Well, I hope that doesn't turn out the way it is. I hope their predictions are wrong there, but yeah, I mean, it's just crazy looking at the weather across the United States, and you know, the big heat wave they had back in the east, and now all the fires and such. It's it's crazy there, and I hope that you know, the tornadoes and stuff don't occur. Yeah, but definitely enjoying the weather we have out here on the West Coast. You know, beautiful day, and like you say, it might get a little bit cloudy, maybe a little bit of precipitation this weekend, but I think we can deal with that, and at least it should be good for the runners up there in the Sierras. Anyway, so thanks for that, Mark. W6BJN and N6H.
Hey, Tom. Well, hey, I won't hold it too long here. Maybe you can get some other folks in here. Sarah's off eating lunch with a friend of hers, and she's going to bring me something back, and I'm going to do the activity group on HF today, and still having fun with my 590SG. That's a great radio. Great radio. Heard Simone talking about 590 earlier. They're great radios. Anyway, I'll talk to everybody on Monday. I do church on Sunday, so I won't be there for that. And, of course, tomorrow's the run. And my buddy Steve, when he did a full marathon, he does marathons, halves and fulls. He prepares months in advance for those runs. And he says you have to. That's the only way you can run them with any success. You've got to start months ahead of time if you know you're going to have a race. Back to you, Tom. WB6BJN from Sarah and I. Everyone have a blessed day.
Okay, very good there, Mark. Yeah, and having done half marathons and doing a marathon, there is a lot of prep time there. I mean, and you basically, especially a couple of weeks before the marathon, you're running probably 20, 22 miles, if not more, just to prep for that, and that definitely takes time out of you, and you end up napping a lot after all those. So yeah, my hat goes off to all those that do those, especially now. I can't imagine doing the long endurance ones, 100-mile races. That's crazy. And even running in the dark, that would be pretty scary. But anyway, I'm glad that they have volunteers out there and people to kind of help keep them safe and guide them to the right places. All right, Mark. Well, again, I hope that you don't get all the weather they're forecasting back there. Hope things are don't come in as predicted. But anyway, just be safe back there and take care to you and Sarah. And thanks for giving us the weather, and we'll talk to you next time. So clearly, WB6BJN, this is Tom and N6H. This is the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. We do this every morning from 7:30 until 10 a.m. Pacific time, except for tomorrow. There are a few exceptions set throughout the year, but we are here on holidays and everything else. It's just that we give up the repeater, like for tomorrow, which is going to be the Canyon Endurance Run, which actually starts at 10 a.m. this morning. So we're going to have a hard cutoff on this net at 10 a.m. And then the endurance run will go until 2 a.m. on Sunday. So there is no Coffee Break Net tomorrow. There will be a Coffee Break Net on Sunday morning. And tomorrow we will have the breakfast at Mel's Diner, which is always the last Saturday of the month. That'll start at 7:30, Mel's Diner in Auburn, California. And then after that, Fox Hunt pre-meeting, or the meeting for it will be at 9 a.m., where they'll hand out all the information. And then at 9:30, the Fox will be turned on, probably in the greater Auburn area. And Matt, KO6IMP, will be the Fox tender. So join us for the Fox Hunt tomorrow and the breakfast. All right, so I will go ahead and take some more check-ins here. I'll do a rag chew, and if you want to be in and out, again, we'll have a hard cutoff time here at 10 a.m., so get your check-ins early, and N6H.
N2DYI.
Kilo November 6, November Uniform Foxtrot.
Alpha India 6, Uniform Sierra for a quick in and out.
6 Yankee November Echo, quick in and out.
Okay, the last station, November Echo, I didn't get the full call. Can you come back to the full call, please?
Whiskey Alpha 6, Yankee November Echo, Scott, quick in and out.
Okay, W6EK. Yeah, you have to kind of wait a second before you start talking. There was a slight delay there, so I actually missed out the first letter. Okay, Scott, we got you there. W6EK. Then I have AI6US also for an in and out. I have K6DCL. I have KN6NUF, and I have N2DYI. Anybody that I'm missing from this group? Okay, hearing none. Let me go through my in and outs, and then I'll do the rag chew part of it. Good morning, Brian, AI6US.
Hey, good morning, Tom. Everybody on the net this morning, Brian, AI6US. Yeah, just getting ready to head over to start the Canyons Endurance Run. So yeah, just kind of getting everything ready and pulling all the headphones and the adapters and the splitters and all the things that you think you might need just in case. But yeah, beautiful weather for the run. The temperature's not going to be too high. And yeah, I think we're going to have a tremendous event.
Yeah, I'm looking out here, a little bit of a breeze, but it looks like a beautiful day here. I'm in Lincoln, so enjoying this beautiful weather. And so thanks for all that you do there for the race also.
Yep, fortunately just going to be working two shifts. Orion AI6JB will be, took on a shift tomorrow, so I'm just working a shift from 11 to 5 today, and then again 5 to 2 a.m. on Saturday night, Sunday. So that's going to give me time off to go to the breakfast tomorrow and do a fox hunt. So yeah, all things are going to be great.
Okay, very good. So I'm kind of curious. Greg, KO6TH will also be net control today from 11 to 5, and so will you. Are they multiple radios or multiple net control?
Yeah, there are 5 radios, and I think actually for this event they might only be using 4 of them, but typically there's 5 radios, and each one is in charge of so many of the aid stations and so many sweep teams. And so, I think there's usually 3, I think there's going to be 3 or 4 net controls plus a couple of people doing administration, the race staff in the room. So, yeah, should be an exciting day. And, ran in there last night. They were having a little trouble with some hum on their clear node. Imagine that. So ran down there with the antenna extender and a different antenna and quickly got that resolved. So we're all good to go for today.
Okay, very good. Yeah, the clear node hum. Yeah, that used to be a big topic on the clear node net, which we changed into the all nodes net. So what was the actual solution to get rid of the hum?
Well, did the typical things. They had determined just before I went down there, we went through a couple of tests and we determined that it was on the input. So, when we connected up to 55553 Patrick's Parrot node, Patrick was coming back clean, but our transmissions on back had some hum in them. So we knew it was something coming into the unit. So we knew, to kind of narrow it down that, did the basic things. Added a couple more wraps or a toroidal on the power cord, and then the biggest thing though that had solved it last year for Joe K6SAT was just adding about a 10-inch jumper with a different antenna, and just relocating the antenna further away from the transmitter. Usually is the way to solve it. So that's what we did last evening.
Okay, very good. Yeah, that's usually the first thing I tell people is to usually the clear node comes with a small stubby antenna, and I think it just puts the RF too close to the circuit board there, and just putting a larger antenna on there or putting an extension, like you said, and moving the antenna away typically clears that up. So very good. Yeah, thanks for doing that, and thanks for all that you do there and help. Yeah, I didn't realize, I hadn't been to one of the net control stations, so I didn't realize they had multiple net controls but I guess for a 100-mile race, I guess they definitely need to have multiple operators there to handle all the stations.
Yeah, it's a pretty big operation, and the fun thing is, this is going to be my first year running net control at City Hall. I did the first Canyons run many years ago, and we were sitting in a canopy outdoors for 24 hours plus, and this is going to be quite comfortable being inside third floor of City Hall in Auburn. So it's going to be comfortable surroundings and much better. But anyway, I'm going to hop out of here. I know quite a few other people in line. But 10 a.m. hard cutoff, and I know you've made some great announcements today. And then, of course, during the event, we will be announcing, that the repeater is priority usage for the Canyons Endurance Run, and we'll make that announcement every hour or two just for people who are listening in. Have a wonderful day, and we'll look forward to a great event. AI6US.
Okay, we're good there, Brian. And just one quick question, if you know the answer. How many stations are out there? How many, I guess, people are out at different locations doing communications for this 100-mile race?
I believe the communications team for this one it's smaller because it's a shorter race. It's not like the Tahoe to Auburn race, the Western States. So it's a smaller turnaround space, but I believe there's probably somewhere around 35 on the radio team.
Okay, would that be 35 locations, or would that be maybe cut in half because of two per location?
No, that's, the actual aid stations are, off the top of my head, I think there's probably somewhere around 12 to 14. If you go to the Western States Trail, if you go to WSER, if you look that up on Google, it will show you the different aid stations that are along the trail. And this event is going to be run between China Wall and Auburn. So, China Wall to Auburn, and so you can see all the different aid stations. There's a number of them, and some of them are just, quick check-in points. Others are full-service stations. And I want to put a big shout-out, by the way, to you and to Doug and, of course, to Patrick into DYI, because without you guys, this event, radio-wise, would not be handled as efficiently and smoothly as it does. So a big shout-out to you guys. AI6US.
Okay, very good there, Brian, and thanks for you and everybody else that's volunteering and helping out with that. I mean, that's where the real effort comes into, keeping everybody safe. All right, very good. Yeah, definitely we'll move on here. Getting to run out of time here, I think, pretty soon. All right, you take care there, Brian, and thanks for helping out there and doing all that. Clearing with AI6US, this is NN6H. Next, go to my rag shoe, and I got Patrick, N2DYI. Good morning, good after morning, Patrick.
I think you have Scott up next, YNE.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, sorry. He's on the other part of my page here. Sorry, Scott. W6EK.
Never mind.
Yeah, W6EK. Are you still there, Scott? I hope Scott didn't get offended that I skipped him. Sorry about that. Anyway, okay, over to you there, Patrick, and 2DYI. Good after morning.
Well, good after morning, Tom. Yeah, I was just sitting here in anticipation, wondering what happened to Scott. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood or something like that. I just woke up about 15 minutes ago. Last night, I did something stupid, and I mean dumb. I decided after, I don't know how many months it was that we talked about it, we were talking about the ampersand ASL project, so I decided to give that a try last night. I installed that on a Raspberry Pi 02W that I wasn't using, got it all working, and it is quite bare bones right now, but it does work. And so then I decided, let's change wireless networks. I don't want to be on the wireless network I'm on. So I logged into my Pi over SSH. I went to change the network and accidentally turned off Wi-Fi over the console over SSH. And I don't have a local way to get back into it to turn it back on because there's no Ethernet. So, whoops, I got to figure something out.
So are you SSH into it through, I guess through the internet? You're not doing a direct connection for SSH?
Yep, just regular SSH over the now non-existent wireless network. I went into the TUI, there's a network manager TUI, and pressed enter on a place where you're not supposed to press enter if you're coming in over SSH, and just turned the whole wireless interface right off, so now I can't get back into it.
Okay, can you actually hook up a keyboard and a monitor and log directly into it?
Well, let's see, we have one USB port, one HDMI port, so that's technically possible, but no site for me, so what I think I'm going to end up doing is installing it on another Raspberry Pi, just taking the card out, sticking it on another Pi that has Ethernet, that I'm actually probably the node that I'm using right now. I'll probably just take the card out of it, temporarily stick that card in this one, and then get it going long enough to get network access and then turn wireless back on and swap the card back out. Because my thought was, well, I can just plug a USB hub into it and use a screen reader. Well, no, I can't, because the screen reader is not installed, and installing it requires the internet, and the internet requires wireless, and yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, I thought about that after I had said that. Yeah, for a normal person that would work, but yeah, you wouldn't have a screen reader to be able to see the monitor. I guess unless you had some other system that could act as a terminal that had a screen reader installed. I mean, that would be another solution. Well, yikes. Yeah, so I actually was going to ask you about the ampersand project from Bruce, how well that it was progressing. Has he made much progress on it?
Well, he hasn't really made any updates to it in quite a while. I wrote to him the other day because I had a bug report for him, and he told me he's working on the microcontroller version. Apparently there's some kind of commercial application that I guess there is money involved, so there's some priority taking place with that. And then he's going to get back to the x86 and Raspberry Pi versions of both Ampersand and the Parrot node and a few other projects. But yeah, it's basically where it was when we had that meeting back in March or whenever it was. I can't remember now.
Okay, interesting. So do you know if the voter stuff, the voter part of it, has been implemented in his build?
I don't think any of that stuff has been implemented yet. The release that I have, that as per the documentation, is from, I think, March 7th or something, March 9th. I don't remember exactly, but it's before he started playing with all that stuff, so I guess it hasn't.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Well, it's nice to see some progress on that going forward. I know that he claimed to have the voter stuff when I was working with him, all that stuff working, and seemed to have a good, reasonable implementation of it. Okay, very good. Well, I hope you can resolve. You're resourceful enough, so I'm sure you'll be able to resolve your issue and get your Wi-Fi back up and going on that device.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer when you've got a device that is Wi-Fi only, and then you go and do something stupid like that. And yeah, if I had installed eSpeakUp, which is the thing that it's a local screen reader, if I had installed that prior to breaking it, I would have been able to use the console locally, but I didn't because, well, most of the time I would never need that. And, because I pretty much always use it headless. And I'm not yet familiar enough with the new way of editing wireless configurations. It used to be with the old Debian systems and the old ART systems, you could edit a WPA supplicant file, so that would be easy enough to do. But Network Manager, I think, uses hashes and things that are a little not as easy to just edit in a plain text environment. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have to stick this in another Pi with Ethernet.
Okay, well, it gives you something to do, right? I mean, it's like, okay, this is another challenge that I'm sure you overcome there. Okay, very good. Well, you have fun with that, and I'm sure that will take up the rest of your day.
I doubt it'll take up the rest of the day. That was just something stupid. I can't believe I did that. But yeah, it'll be fine. No big deal, really. But when I did it, I just kind of laughed at myself. I'm like, well, really? I just did that? Man. Well, anyway, that's about all I have. I will be listening to make sure the transition goes smoothly to the monitor mode as it should. I don't expect any issues, but just in case something comes up, I'll be around for that. Other than that, not much going on this weekend as far as I know. We're supposed to get our big rain event, otherwise known as a drizzle, I think, on Saturday and Sunday, so looking forward to that, I guess. What little it may do. We need the rain pretty badly here. 7-3. I'll let you get on to the rest of the net. NN6H, N2DYI.
Okay, very good there, Patrick. N2DYI and N6H. Well, enjoy your day. And yeah, thanks for all that you do here with the repeater system and the nodes and stuff like that, and helping make all that the race stuff possible. So thank you for that. All right, then we'll talk to you next time. We'll probably talk to you on the All Nodes Net, which I will be hosting on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyway, very good. We'll probably talk to you then. So clearing with N2DYI. Next I have Joshua in KN6 and UF. Good morning, Joshua. What do you have for the net this morning?
Good morning, Tom, and good morning to the net. Hope everyone's having a great day today. It's beautiful outside. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend from what I heard on the weather report there. Only thing I have to share with the net is AI stuff. You mentioned last week that you have a Mac M4. Have you unlocked Apple Intelligence on your Mac Mini? And are you using the embedded AI that Apple installs when you install the Apple Intelligence components?
No, I have not unlocked the Apple Intelligence. I've downloaded some local, some small model LLMs. I guess that's actually more on. I've done some extra ones I put in there and play with those, but I have not done Apple Intelligence.
Well, I was going to recommend to check out the Apple Intelligence. It installs a a custom 4.3b model on the Mac, and it ties it in with the system. And then there's an open source package called AppFell. That's Alpha Papa Foxtrot Echo Lima. And you can use that to basically unlock it and run it like Olama in the background and then be able to use it. And then if you use a skill called Caveman Speak, you can reduce your tokenization of your text that you feed into it so that it can handle the smaller model size, and you can use it for agentic components and things like that on your desktop, and it's all embedded on your local machine. It doesn't call out to Apple or anything else unless you give it access to. So if you're looking for something that's local and secure, it can be a nice model, KN6NUF.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I was looking for some. That's why I was downloading some of the other models there, the Llama and some other ones, DeepSeek and those things. I was kind of playing with those, which were all kind of local. So you mentioned Caveman Speak. Is that something that I do a search for, or where do I find that?
Yeah, just do a search. You'll find it on GitHub. It's a GitHub resource, and then you can install it with the NPX skills and apply it to whatever model you want. But what it basically does is it looks at how your text or audio is tokenized, and it reduces it down into words that have the same meaning but take up smaller tokens. So a lot of people don't realize that the AI isn't actually reading the text you input it into the query. It takes it and it breaks it down into a mathematical equation, and then it uses that to reference a specific part of its vector memory. And so the words that you use can often fluff up your context window with a lot of extra verbiage that it doesn't necessarily need to complete your objective. So by running it through a caveman skill, you're basically talking to it like a caveman wants you build box, and things like that. But it reduces your context window and allows you to feed more information in without hitting your limits. KN6NUF.
Okay, very good. Caveman Speak. Okay, I got it there. So this is something that I would just go in and enable the Apple Intelligence, and that would load, basically, and install this a small model, I guess.
Yeah, it installs the small model for you, and then to unlock that small model, you have to run the AppFell, which is Alpha Papa Foxtrot Echo Lima, and that's an open source package that you run as a service, and that basically allows you to run direct queries and things like that to the Apple Intelligence model. It's an open source package that unlocks the Apple model. The Apple model just feeds Siri and future stuff that Apple's working on with the with their intelligence side of things. But this open source package unlocks it and allows you to use it like you would any other local model.
All right, very good. Well, that's a great tip there. So I'll go ahead and look up that stuff and see how I can do that. Yeah, the M4 little app. I got it before. I guess it's kind of increased in price quite a bit because of all the issues with all the RAM restrictions or availability and stuff. So, yeah, very good. I will go ahead and do that. Thank you for that information, and I will look up that open source project as well as the Caveman Speak and play with that. So, seems like that might be a better solution for running a local LLM on my M4. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I've been doing a lot of custom stuff with my M4 Mac and unlocking Xcode and using Xcode as an MCP tool with my agentic models to have them build applications and things. And I'm really impressed with what you can do with it, the amount of tools that I've been able to create and roll out over the last couple of months has just been amazing, to say the least. So I'm kind of excited about getting my hands on more hardware with more RAM and more capabilities, because what I have now is pretty cool, but the future is having more hardware with more memory and more GPUs. So we'll see what comes out later on this year. KN6NUF.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that is causing all the prices of all this stuff to go up. These systems, because people want more and more RAM. So with this APFPL open source and the Apple Intelligence, can you actually do coding type tasks with this?
Absolutely, but you got to remember you have a very small context window, so it does struggle if you're dealing with a very large code base. So you're going to want to use some memory tools and things like that. There are a few different memory packages. One that I like is called MemPalace. It's a Python package. It was actually put out by the actress, I forget her name, but she was in the movie The Fifth Element. She and her friend put out a Python package called MemPalace. And it treats things like storing memory in rooms and things like that, which is a pretty common practice for people that practice memory, different things like that. So it works quite well at organizing your context and things like that, and having a resource to long-term memory and things. But you're constrained because of a small context window. But myself, I like challenges like that, so give me something with constraints and I'll find ways to make it work with that. So there's a lot of different packages, a lot of different solutions. Definitely check it out. KN6NUF.
Okay, very good, Josh. Well, thank you for that information. I will definitely check it out, and I will get back to you if I have any questions here. So I definitely appreciate that. All right, I need to move on here because we're getting close to the witching hour at 10 o'clock when we will go away. So clearing with KN6NUF. Good morning, Dave, K6DCL. Anything for the net this morning?
Good morning, Tom. How are you? I hope you're well. Anyway, I got my control cable in for the ICOM 730 auto tuner. I needed that because the one I had got somehow chewed up, and I needed that because I've got to hook the control cable from the 730 over to this new gizmo I have that I got from Dan on eBay, and it's going to allow me to connect my DX10 FT DX10 to my 730 auto tuner to use that to get stations in the right way. Anyway, looking forward to getting that hooked up today, and it should give me lots of fun when it works. I have other products from Dan before, and they've been tremendous. So anyway, got that going, and I got another one, but back to you for a second.
Okay, very good there, Dave. Yeah, hopefully all that works out. So are you enjoying your DX10, or how much have you played with it?
I played with it some. I love it. The FT DX10 is a great performer. I only have it hooked to my Comet CB250, which is a vertical, all-band vertical, and it is not where I'm located. It may be just my location, but it does not work very well. I get stations, but they get me like I'm a 5-watter. Anyway, so that's why I need to get this long wire antenna up and running with this little gadget I have here. And anyway, so I great expectations of that. The other thing, which was plaguing Lucy and I both, we searched high and low. I had a cable to connect my laptop to my DMR radio so I could change settings and put things in and all this other stuff, and I lost the cable. So I ordered another one from Bridgecom, and it finally came in the other day, so I'm going to try that today, too, sometime. Anyway, we'll talk. That's about it from Jamestown Central, where it's a beautiful, clear, sunny sky. So I guess the clouds will come in later on. I hope it doesn't spoil the canyon run. That's going to be a great affair. K6DCL.
All right, Dave. Yeah, K6DCL NN6H. Yeah, I think the canyon run will be good. I think it's not going to be real super hot, so that's always a nice thing. And just a little bit of clouds and even maybe a slight rain probably is not going to be a big deal for the runners. That's not what they're concentrating on. But yeah, and as far as that cable is concerned, you ordered a second cable because you couldn't find the first one. I'm sure now you'll find the first one, so now you have two cables. So I guess, but that's typically how it happens. I think we had a topic here a while back on the Coffee Break Net. When you're looking for something and you don't find it, do you keep searching or do you just order another one? And I think the majority of people probably just order another one. So I think you're in good company there. All right, Dave. Well, you and Lucy take care. And it looks like we may have some clouds coming through this weekend. So anyway, you enjoy. Anyway, got to move on here. I'm going to open up just for log-only stuff. Because the repeater system is going to shut down, or at least the All-Star part of it will go into monitor-only mode at 10 a.m. exactly. So I need to get going here, otherwise I will be cut off myself since I'm coming through on All-Star. All right, so continuing with K6DCL. So this is Tom in N6H, and as I mentioned, at 10 o'clock we are going into to the mode where we're being used the repeater system for the Canyons Endurance Run. That will go until Sunday at 2 a.m., which means there is no Coffee Break Net tomorrow, and the Coffee Break Net will resume again on Sunday at 7:30, which I think Jeff KW6U will be the host there. So that, and we have the monthly breakfast tomorrow morning, 7:30 at Mills. 9 o'clock we'll have a pre-meeting for the Fox Hunt, and then 9:30 Fox will start. And the Fox tender is Matt, KL6IMP. All right, I will go ahead here and open up for this is kind of log only. If you want to be in and out, let me know, but we'll have to make it very quick. But I want to get people into the log here before 10 o'clock witching hour, which is 8 minutes away. So who's out there? This is Tom and N6H, and this is the Coffee Break Net.
W6EK Michigan Mobile, log only. Morning, Tom.
Kilo Golf 9 Mike, log only. Good morning, Tom. Aloha.
KI6TC, log only.
W6EK, log only.
Log only.
N6YG, log only.
Kilo 6 Victor Papa for the log.
Whiskey Bravo 3, Charlie, Sierra Yankee, log only. Thank you, Tom.
Okay, this is who I have. I have WB3CSY. I have K6VP. I think it was November 6YG. Is that the correct call sign?
Norway 6 Yankee Golf and 6YG, George and Lincoln.
Okay, N6YG, correct?
correct. QSL.
All right, very good. Yeah, you have to kind of wait a second before speaking because it kind of cuts off the first part of it. Okay, very good, George. Then I got W6IDK, I got KI6TC, KG6M, KG9M, Frank, and I got W8LTD and KG6NLW Frank. I saw Graydon, KC6SLE. Are you in and out or log, Graydon?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Annette. I'll be log only, KC6SLE.
Okay, very good. Good morning to you there, Graydon, and we got you there. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning at the breakfast. Okay, so that's who I have here, and I think these are all log only. Anybody else that wants to get into the log or maybe has a quick in and out, come now. NN6H.
KI6LOP for the log.
KO6IDV for the log.
W1ATV, good morning. For the log, checking in from Chico on a handheld.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Yankee November Echo, log only.
Okay, Wayne, got you back in there again, WA6YNE. I had called you before. I also see KE6EOR. Jim, I guess I will put you down, probably log only. There was a station, the Chico station coming through on the W6GRC. You're a little scratchy there. Did you come back with your call sign again, please?
Kilo Oscar 6, November Charlie India. This is Chris and Chico on a handheld.
Okay, that was Kilo Oscar 6, November Charlie India. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, very good. Yeah, a little bit on the scratchy side, but okay, we got you there. So thank you very much. Okay, then I have W1ATV. I have a station. I just got a partial call. IDV, India Delta Victor. Can I get a full call?
Kilo Oscar 6, IDV, Dan for the log.
All right, very good there. Got you, Dan. KO6IDV. And then I got KI6LOP, Russ. I got you for the log. All right, get close to the witching hour here. Oh, anyway, W1ATV, Aaron, you didn't specify whether you're for log or in and out. Are you, which one?
In and out if you get the time.
Go ahead. What do you have for the net?
Just want to say good morning. We're getting ready to leave for our first camping adventure for the year, so packing up right now. So I've kind of been in and out of the house and to the store and stuff. So anyway, that's all I had. I just wanted to say good morning and good talking to you. I'm going to miss you guys tomorrow. So.
Okay, very good. Where are you going?
Well, originally we're going to go up to a campground somewhere in Georgetown I'd never been to, but after that last storm, they emailed us and said, nope, it's closed. So we are now going over to Schoolhouse, which is over by Bullard's Bar. It's a place I've been to years ago. I used to go hunting up in that whole area a long time ago. So I'm kind of anxious to go back up there. I haven't been there in a long time.
Okay, very good there. Well, enjoy your camping trip there. I'm going to have to cut you off here. I got 1 minute here before I can get to any last people who want to check in before things get switched over. So thanks for that. Anybody else want to check in? Final call. NN6H.
N7 MSM for the log.
Okay, the last station was not copyable, and I have Marv, I got you checked in there, and I have a K6PKL, are you trying to check in?
W6EK Repeater and associated nodes are now in special event mode.
Good morning. The time is 10 a.m.
Okay, this is AI6US. I'll just step in for Tom here, means he's been rudely cut off by the automated system. Thank you so much. Hey, this has been the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater, and we are now going to